Extracting species profile. Triceratops, a horned and armored genus of herbivorous ceratopsid from the late Cretaceous period of North America. Extracting species profile. Pachycephalosaurus, meaning thick-headed lizard, is a bipedal ornithischian dinosaur. The thick skull dome of this species has given rise to the hypothesis that they used their skulls during intraspecies combat. Extracting species profile. Chasmosaurus, a genus of ceratopsid dinosaur from the Upper Cretaceous period of North America. Its name means opening lizard, referring to the large openings in its frill. Extracting species profile. Gallimimus is a genus of ornithomimid theropod dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period. Its name is Latin for chicken mimic. Extracting species profile. Stegosaurus is a genus of thyreophoran dinosaur. They were large, heavily built, herbivorous quadrupeds with a distinctive combination of broad, upright armor plates and a tail tipped with spikes. Extracting species profile. Ankylosaurus is a genus of armored dinosaur and is a member of the family Ankylosauridae from the late Cretaceous period. Extracting species profile. Edmontosaurus, a genus of hadrosaurid dinosaur found in North America. A herbivore, it likely moved in herds and was one of the last non-avian dinosaurs. Extracting species profile. Parasaurolophus is a genus of ornithopod dinosaur. It was part of a diverse family of herbivorous Cretaceous dinosaurs, known for their bizarre range of head adornments, thought to be used largely for vocalization. Extracting species profile. Syntausaurus is a genus of hadrosaurid dinosaur from China. Syntausaurus had a characteristic duck-bill snout, and like other hadrosaurs, probably lived in herds. Extracting species profile. Kentrosaurus is a genus of stegosaurian dinosaur from the late Jurassic period of Tanzania. It had a small, elongated head with a beak that it used to bite off plant material that it then digested in a large gut. Extracting species profile. Corythosaurus, a genus of hadrosaurid. These creatures were known for their prominent skull crest, creating a resonant chamber, which was likely used in the propagation and amplification of vocalizations. Extracting species profile. The Nodosaurus is a genus of herbivorous ankylosaurian dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period. It had bony dermal plates covering the top of its body, and it may have had spikes along its sides as well. Extracting species profile. Sauropelta is a genus of nodosaurid dinosaur that existed in the early Cretaceous period of North America. Its name means lizard shield. It was covered in heavy bony armor with distinctive large spines projecting from its neck. Extracting species profile. Sinoceratops, a genus of ceratopsian dinosaur that lived during the latter part of the Cretaceous period. Sinoceratops is the first ceratopsid discovered in what is now China. Extracting species profile. Stygimoloch, a genus of pachycephalosaurid dinosaur from the end of the Cretaceous period. Its name refers to its bizarre head adornment and translates to river Styx demon. Extracting species profile. Brachiosaurus is a genus of large sauropod dinosaur. It weighed up to an estimated 56 metric tons. Extracting species profile. Apatosaurus is a genus of large sauropod dinosaur that lived in North America during the late Jurassic period. To lighten its vertebrae, it had air sacs that made the bones internally full of holes. Extracting species profile. Metriacanthosaurus, meaning moderately spined lizard, is a genus of Metriacanthosaurid dinosaur from the suborder Theropoda and first discovered in Oxford, England. Extracting species profile. Dilophosaurus, a genus of theropod dinosaur. It was one of the first larger predatory dinosaurs, though relatively small compared to some of the later theropods. It was around the size of a modern brown bear. Extracting species profile. Ceratosaurus, a large predatory theropod dinosaur from the late Jurassic period. A horned biped, it moved on powerful hind legs while its arms were reduced in size. Extracting species profile. Allosaurus, a genus of large theropod dinosaur that lived during the late Jurassic period. It had a short neck and a narrow, elongated skull, which was disproportionately large. Extracting species profile. Baryonyx, a genus of theropod dinosaur which lived in the early Cretaceous period. Unlike most other theropods, its arms and claws were long and heavily built. Extracting species profile. Carnotaurus, a genus of large theropod dinosaur that lived in what is now South America during the late Cretaceous period. It was carnivorous and bipedal, and unlike other dinosaurs of the time, may have had binocular vision. Extracting species profile. Velociraptor is a genus of dromaeosaurid theropod dinosaur. It was a bipedal carnivore with a long tail and an enlarged sickle-shaped claw on each hind foot, which is thought to have been used to tackle and kill prey. Extracting species profile. Tyrannosaurus rex, a genus of cheliosauran theropod dinosaur. It was the last known member of the Tyrannosaurids, and among the last non-avian dinosaurs to exist before the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction. Extracting species profile. Spinosaurus is a genus of large theropod dinosaur. Its distinctive sail was formed of long extensions of vertebrae, connected and covered by skin and possibly used for thermoregulation and display. Extracting hybrid profile. Indominus rex is a genetically modified hybrid created by InGen from the DNA of Tyrannosaurus, Velociraptor, and others. Extracting hybrid profile. Indoraptor, personally designed by InGen's Dr. Henry Wu. This hybrid has the intelligence of the Velociraptor with enhanced strength, speed, tracking, and stealth abilities. Extracting hybrid profile. Stegoceratops, an InGen hybrid, combining the differing defensive capabilities of the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops. Extracting hybrid profile. Spinoraptor, an InGen hybrid combining the size, power, and aggressive capabilities of the Spinosaurus with the speed and awareness of the Velociraptor. Extracting hybrid profile. Ankylodocus, an InGen hybrid combining the defensive capabilities of the Ankylosaurus and the larger size of the Diplodocus. Extracting species profile. Troodon. The genus name is Greek for wounding tooth, referring to teeth which were different from those of most other theropods. They bear prominent, apically oriented serrations. Extracting species profile. Allura titan, a large hadrosaurid, comparable to other lambeosaurans such as the Parasaurolophus. Its name means gigantic swan. Extracting species profile. Ouranosaurus. This dinosaur had a thick muscular sail on its back that ran from the base of its neck to the tip of its tail. Extracting species profile. Euoplocephalus, meaning well-armored head, referring to its wide skull and toothless beak. It was one of the largest known ankylosaurian dinosaurs. Extracting species profile. Albertosaurus, a large tyrannosaur dinosaur that had distinctive short bony crests above the eyes. It had a large skull, two-fingered hands on short arms, and walked on two powerful legs. Extracting species profile. Nasutoceratops possess several unique features, including an oversized nose, exceptionally long curving forward-oriented horns, and an unadorned, scalloped, bony frill. New fossil material ready for extraction. Extracting species profile. Proceratosaurus, the most ancient fossil relative of the Tyrannosaurus rex. This dinosaur was discovered from a single incomplete skull found in England, Europe. Extracting species profile. Acrocanthosaurus, meaning high-spined lizard. This large dinosaur slumped its head downward to maintain balance due to the shape of its inner ear. Extracting species profile. Herrerasaurus, one of the oldest and most primitive meat-eating dinosaurs. It had a long, narrow skull and lots of serrated teeth for tearing into the flesh of its prey. New fossil material ready for extraction. Extracting species profile. Homalocephali sported a thick, flat skull, which was used to headbutt others of its genus in competition and would have helped to protect it from predators. Extracting species profile. Nigersaurus, a large herbivore dinosaur that had a flat, vacuum-shaped mouth packed with hundreds of teeth and comically wide jaws. Extracting species profile. Dryosaurus was a swift and agile plant-eating dinosaur with an elongated neck, slender but powerful back legs, and a long, stiff tail to balance its body. New fossil material ready for extraction. Extracting species profile. Dreadnoughtus, a genus of giant titanosaurian sauropod dinosaur. With a body the size of a house, the weight of a herd of elephants, Dreadnoughtus would have feared nothing. Extracting species profile. Carcharodontosaurus, a genus of large carnivorous theropod that existed during the Cenomanian stage of the mid-Cretaceous period. Extracting species profile. Iguanodon, a genus of ornithopod dinosaur. It was an herbivore that normally walked on all fours, but that could also stand on its hind limbs.
The greatest carnivore to ever walk the earth. And quite possibly our most prized and spectacular attraction in the entire park. Three-horned and mighty, the Triceratops is our local gentle giant. One that'll melt hearts and draw astonishment from all our guests for years to come. It was always our endeavor to bring back creatures not just great, but small too. Compsognathus is the culmination of that dream, realized by science. A lumbering giant with great plates upon its back and spikes on its tail. Stegosaurus will be sure to enthrall everyone who visits the park. Raptors have been our greatest challenge to bring back from extinction. Ferocious and intelligent, they are a marvel of Cretaceous evolution. Imagine a birdcage greater than any ever built, housing the largest flying creatures you ever saw. our Pteranodon aviary is that dream fulfilled.